Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back to another episode. Today we're gonna start doing a little bit of a different twist on things. I'm gonna start a little bit of a new series called Story Time, and I'm just gonna tell you stories. And but you know, these aren't bedtime stories or anything like that. No, these are just stories of my past, my life, you know, and so many other adventures and, you know, and all that other stuff. Because again, I have had a crazy life, you know, already. My life already has been beyond insane up until this point. You know, my life so far has already been fucking, you know, many people have told me, you know, for years, for decades, you know, hey, you should write a book, or, you know, all the shit you've done, all this stuff, whatever. Anyway, so I decided, you know, to start, you know, doing episodes, you know, just dedicated to having a little story time. Now, you know, for story time, you know, I'm gonna keep it this way, all right? I don't want to flip the camera around yet, because you know what? Every time I flip the camera around and I, you know, upload that footage, that starts giving me a freaking headache. All right, so like I said, I have a camera coming soon that is, you know, gonna allow me to film facing forward this way, all right, without giving us all a headache. All right, so just give me a few more weeks, a month, you know. By the time January rolls around, we'll be in business. But anyways, all right, so let's get to story time. So in today's episode, in the first episode of story time, I'm gonna be telling you how I quit smoking. All right, because the thing is that, you know, how I quit smoking story isn't maybe your typical how I quit smoking story type of thing, because I don't know, I'm just you know, most people do like a cold turkey type thing. You know, a lot of people do that Nicorette stuff. You know, there's all kinds of levels, you know, to this stuff. But you know, basically, most people, you know, when they've you know, tried to give up smoking cigarettes, you know, most people when they've given up trying to smoke cigarettes or what have you, it's actually been a very difficult process, because you know, they've actually look, I used to be a smoker. You know what, how about this? I'm not gonna go through all that crap. All right, let's just go with my story. So as you guys already know, I used to be a chef, and I lived that chef life, and living that life, part of that life was I smoked a lot of cigarettes. So but you know, I was like a two-packer. You know, I mean, when I first started smoking, I smoked Camels Unfiltered, and you know, I ran through, you know, all kinds of you know, cigarettes, and I smoked everything. And you know, I tried to get off smoking cigarettes, but it was a no-go. All I could do was reduce the amount of cigarettes I could smoke, you know. But to me, you know, it was I got to the point in my life where I figured, man, I'm never gonna be able to quit smoking ever. You know, this sucks. I hate this fucking addiction. It sucked. I hated it. Whatever. Then, you know, fast forward to when I was already in Seattle, and I quit, you know, being a chef. Now, I still smoked, but I was living a very different life. And you know, at that point, you know, like now this is a story time, okay? So here is the part of, like, you know, I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna tell you guys exactly how I quit smoking, but it's not how, you know, anyone really quit smoking, you know. So it's you know, this is not like a story of how you can quit smoking. All right, this is not advised, this is not, you know, anything. This is just for entertainment purposes out there only, and all this stuff. Now notice I never say that, but I think I'm gonna have to be saying that every time I say story time, because yeah, you already know what's up. So all right, here we go. So I was dating this girl, all right, let's just say her name was Lucy, all right. And you know, I was dating Lucy, and you know, Lucy, you know, she liked her drugs. She really liked her drugs. And one of the things that she enjoyed was Adderall, whatever. Sorry. Yeah. But anyways, me, I never did that. In fact, I never did any drugs until I moved to Seattle. Holy shit, man. There's a huge drug culture out there. But I don't know, whatever. What do I know? I'm just a guy from Miami, from a small little town. Anyway, so yeah, so she's like, oh, hey, Jose, whatever, can you get me some Adderall? And I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, don't worry about it, whatever, So, I talked to my guys. I made a few phone calls, bada bing, bada boom. And before she knew it, she had a nice little bottle. Look at these people just crossing the street. Oh, look, it's like, all right, hold on. Trying to make sure I don't get run over, but yeah, hold on, the story's about to get interesting now. Thanks. All right. So this girlfriend of mine, she's like, hey, can you get me some Adderall, whatever, I need it, blah blah blah. Me and my dumb ass, I'm like, yeah, whatever, no big deal, I'll get you some of those. I mean, at the end of the day, look at this, look what's out there. There's like some sort of concert. But anyways, at the end of the day, if you're a guy, you already know you got to get something for your girl, whatever it is. Sometimes it's Adderall, sometimes it's other things, but there's going to be something going on here this weekend. Got to check it out. Maybe I'm going to see if I can come out here with Christian. We'll check that out. All right. Ooh, everything's getting beautified. But anyways, so she asked me for that, and me being the good boyfriend that I am, I don't know if I'm good or bad or whatever. You make your own decision out there if I'm a good or bad, boyfriend or whatever. But anyways, I got her that stuff, and she was happy as fuck. She got that full bottle. She was, taking her little, candy pills or whatever the fuck. And then all of a sudden, like, she goes to me, hey, have you ever done this? And I'm like, no, I've never done it, whatever. She goes, are you curious? And I'm like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, sure, why not? Fuck it. And so I pop one. And when I popped one, at first I was like, this ain't nothing. But then before I knew it, I was like, oh, wait a minute. This is just like cocaine, only in pill form. All right, hold on, let me cross the street here. So I was like, wait a minute, this is like cocaine in pill form. And so I took one, and then after the effects of that ran out, I took another one, and I was like, oh shit, wait a minute. Oh, okay, now I see why people like this shit, because that was basically it. It was basically Adderall in pill form. Now, I mean, cocaine in pill form. That's what Adderall is. So, then all of a sudden, I was like, I would go outside to have my regular cigarette break. I will go outside real quick, to go smoke my cigarette. And all of a sudden, this is like maybe a day or two into taking these things. All of a sudden, I went downstairs one day to smoke my cigarette in the morning. And when I went to go smoke my cigarette, all of a sudden, it was like, oh, what is this? It was like smoking. It was smoking like the tailpipe of one of these cars, like the exhaust pipe of a car. And I was like, oh, this is horrible. This is fucking horrible. I didn't know what the hell was going on. And, basically, my nicotine habit was still there, so I really was jonesing to smoke cigarettes and smoke, but I couldn't because they just tasted so bad. So because of that, because they were so freaking bad, I just didn't smoke them. And I had to go cold turkey, but not because I wanted to. So it was like they got taken away from me. But every time that I even tried to smoke one, it was like the exhaust pipe of that bus right there. And I was like, I couldn't believe it. What the hell's going on? So me, on my, on my fucking Adderall induced fucking drug haze, I went on the internets, you know, to like, hey, I took Adderall and now I can't smoke cigarettes or something like that. And you know, when I did the research or whatever, it was like, oh yeah. So what happens is that when you are a habitual cigarette smoker, you know, someone like me per se, you know, someone that was like a 1 packer or more a day, someone like me that was a 1 packer or more a day, if I were to take Adderall all of a sudden, yeah, sorry for all the noise. If I were to take Adderall all of a sudden, oh, look at this bus. If I were to take Adderall all of a sudden, then what would happen? If I were to take Adderall all of a sudden as a habitual cigarette smoker, then what would happen is that all of a sudden, something triggers in my brain, you know, some sort of switch, you know, would go off in my brain, and then that switch is that switch that is responsible for me, you know, wanting to smoke. I guess like the switch that is the nervous tick, the nervous anxiety-filled tick in your brain that gets you to light up and smoke that cigarette. Well, that all of a sudden gets like extinguished. It gets like turned off. It just doesn't work anymore. So what happens is that then subsequently, once that switch breaks, whenever you try to smoke a cigarette, even though you have that nicotine that's still coursing through your veins and you have the addiction, and you might have the habit of still wanting to smoke, your brain is telling you otherwise. You know what I mean? Your brain is saying, sorry, you know, you can't smoke this shit no more. This is bad. This is whatever. And so, yeah, and then, you know, I told my crazy girlfriend about it, and she's like, oh yeah, that happens all the fucking time, you know, whatever, you know. And I was like, well, get the fuck out of here. Well, holy shit. And then, yeah, sure enough, that was, I want to say 5 years ago. I want to say 5 fucking years ago. And yeah, I'm still cigarettes free. Now I'll smell cigarettes and I'll smell tobacco, and I love tobacco. I've always loved tobacco. I'm Cuban after all. And yeah, it's great, but every time that I've actually attempted to smoke a cigarette, it's like poison, like pure poison. So I don't do that no more. I'm not able to smoke a cigarette any longer, which is great news. I'm not complaining at all. As a matter of fact, the complete opposite. I'm blessed. I feel thankful. And it's funny because you know, when I had the Cuban cigars and I was smoking the Cuban cigars, I was starting to get a little addicted to those. You know what I mean? Like, thank God I ran out, and then, you know, that desire for me to want to keep smoking tobacco died out the few days after. But, you know, that goes to show that I'm still, you know, I guess addicted, or you know, whatever, you know what I mean? There's something in my brain that loves that shit. I mean, I do smoke blunts after all. So, you know, with that being said, it's just very, very interesting to see that, you know, by taking a drug, that countered the effect of another drug. Because that's basically what happened. You know, basically what happened was that I was addicted to nicotine. I was addicted to those cigarettes, that poison, pure poison. And then all of a sudden, basically overnight, after me taking some Adderall for a few nights in a row, few days in a row, all of a sudden, I was cured of my addiction. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Now, again, you know, this story is for entertainment purposes only, and I don't expect any one of you guys out there to do this, and it's not like it works for everybody. I don't think it does. I'm not quite sure it does, but, you know, maybe that's a reason why, you know, there's people out there, you know, more people out there right now today that are more addicted to Adderall instead of addicted to cigarettes. I don't know. Maybe there's a correlation there. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's a bunch of you guys that are, you know, addicted to Adderall and also addicted to cigarettes as well. Again, I don't fucking know, you know what I mean? All I know is that that's my story and that's what happened, and yeah, you know, it's pretty interesting. Maybe for you, maybe it'll also work for you. Maybe you can, you know, something like that. You know what I mean? Not that per se. Again, you know, don't be doing what I'm telling you guys. You know, what I did. But I'm saying that maybe there's a solution out there for whatever your problem is. You can have, you know, there's a million problems. You know, we talk about, this is not Monday motivation, but, you know, just again, there's a million problems. And then, like, what I'm saying is that maybe the solution to your problem is just an unorthodox solution, basically. You know what I mean? So instead of, you know, going through the tried and true solutions that are not working out or not panning out, what you can actually do is, you know, try an unorthodox solution. And sometimes this unorthodox solution comes at you by surprise, like that did to me. Look, at the end of the day, that girlfriend that I had at the time, she was the worst fucking thing that, you know, literally, you know, I thought, I don't know, she was just a fucking, she was a living hell, all right? To put it lightly, she was horrendous, and she was just bad, all right? That's it. I'm gonna leave it there, all right? But at the end of the day, it turned out wonderfully well in my favor, because, you know, when I assess the whole relationship, I'm like, well, fuck it. It was totally worth it. You know, like a lot of people, you know, go through a lot worse just trying to give up this addiction of cigarettes, something that I would have done anything, you know, to give up. And then all of a sudden I had some crazy fucking person, you know, come into my life, and she fucking, you know, besides, you know, some sex and besides some headaches and besides costing me money, you know, basically, you know, she was, you know, shitty relationship, and then all I had to do was experience a shitty relationship. You know, there wasn't really that big of a fucking deal, really, it wasn't. And because of that, I was gifted with, not having that, that crutch of smoking cigarettes anymore in my life. Because look, at the end of the day, you know, what basically happened with me and her was just, you know, what happens to a lot of guys with girls, you know, that, you know, they get tricked by certain girls, you know, you end up spending a lot of money on them because you feel sorry for them, you know, you end up helping them out a lot, but at the end of the day, all you're doing is just enabling. You know, obviously, if you listen to the fucking story, I was a fucking enabler. So, I mean, you know, I get it too. You know what I mean? It's not like I was the greatest fucking example or anything like that. But at the end of the day, you know, the main point to all this is, hold on, there's music over here. All right, hold on, let me. All right, so at the end of the day, the main point to all this is that what you got to do is that, man, I'm sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. Give me 1 second, guys, 1 second. Yeah, sorry, guys. You know, there was some distraction over there. You know, I was just trying to, you know, finish the video. But anyways, as I was saying, at the end of the day, you know, I was just in her life as like not just an enabler, but, you know, Captain Save-A-Ho. You feel me? You know, I was there, you know, bailing her out of situations, you know, giving her, you know, money when I shouldn't have given her money, you know, all these fucking things. And to me, I was like, fuck, you know, I spent a lot of money on this relationship. I spent a lot of money on this girl. We've all been there. But again, when I look at the bigger picture and I'm like, well, wait a minute, you know, at the end of the day, I gained a few things. I actually did gain a few things. She helped me with my business. She gave me a few tips that actually helped me make more money. So she gave me some tips on the stuff that I was doing that just helped me make more money on the things that I was already making. So right then and there, you know, she paid off. And the other one was when it comes to the, you know, giving up the cigarettes, you know, where I was able to finally give up that crutch, that habit, that thing that was, you know, death, you know, on my shoulder. You know, I thought that she was death on my shoulder, but she actually was the one that, she was so bad, she was so horrible that she scared death off of my shoulder. How's that? And so because of that, you know, because of her, because of that relationship, because of that situation, well, guess what? I'm smoke-free. 5 years and counting. I don't even know when the fuck I gave up smoking. That's not even like a fucking thing. I don't celebrate it. It's not like I just don't smoke anymore. And that's it. You know what I mean? And I'm so beyond grateful and happy. And that's it, guys. That's my story. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's story time. I hope you guys enjoyed these episodes. I'm gonna do a few more of these, you know. Hopefully you guys can chime in and let me know what you guys think, and we can go from there. I got tons of stories, you know, that go back to when I was a teenager, you know, tons of stories to back when I was working as a chef, especially then, and tons of crazy shit, you know what I mean? And I would love to share it with you and hopefully get you guys a good laugh, and you know, why not? You know what I mean? There's a million things that I could be talking about, you know, so might as well, you know, entertain you guys and entertain me, and you know, we can enjoy this whole thing even more. All right, guys, well, you already know the deal. Don't forget to please like, please subscribe, please share, please hit that bell icon, please stay awesome, and more importantly than anything else, I already said it, yeah, stay awesome, and enjoy the rest of your day. Peace. Hey guys, me and Lambo are still here. Show's not over. Just wanted to give you guys a quick reminder to please check out the online store where you can find all kinds of awesome merch. Also, check out josearteaga.com, where, you know, it's the website for me and all this other stuff. So also, you know, check out Discord. It's an online community in which everyone, all my fans, hang out. Again, just, you know, click at the link in the bottom description of every video here, where you can just join the community and continue the conversation where we talk about, you know, all this and beyond. So please, don't forget to check us out there. Check me out on Instagram, check me out on Twitter, check me out everywhere. In fact, always look at the description of every video. You can find all kinds of stuff at the bottom of the description of every video. Again, I'm always giving you all kinds of goodness. So, you know, whether you're checking the description of the video or whether you're watching the next video, which you're gonna see some here now, you're gonna have all kinds of fun. So again, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys when you